So let's look at the last tab across the bottom, the one with the three lines, and I just call it the menu tab. So if we click on that, you can see there is a whole selection of things to help you with your holiday needs. It's worth noting that you can find some of these selections in various places within the app. So for example, here you can click on this to make your mobile food order, but you can also use the add tab to order food from there. You can also use the map, and if you go to dining, and if you can see, if I just zoom in 1 second, you can see here they have a little mobile phone with a knife and fork. That's a mobile order place, and you can do it that way. So it's worth noting that you can find several things within the app in several different places, if that makes sense. So let's go back up to the top. So the first box here is the tip board. The tip board allows you to see current wait times. It is also the Disney Genie service, which is the free service, and the Disney Genie Plus service, which is the paid service that allows you to skip the normal queue for select attractions. I'm not going to discuss these in any more detail right now. There are 2 other videos that discuss the Disney Genie and the Disney Genie Plus, but this is how you would get to the tip board from the menu section in the app. So the next box across is the Disney Photo Pass lenses. So if you want to add more magic to your photos, this is the way to do it. So for example, you can add Mickey hats to your photos or become an avatar in Pandora. Some are free, but the majority are unlocked when you buy the Disney Genie Plus service. So the box down here is the My Disney Genie Day. And this is part of that free Disney Genie service that is discussed in a different video. So let's just go back here. So tickets and passes. So here you can view current tickets and passes, or if you haven't linked your tickets and passes yet, you can click on the little add icon at the top and it says link to account, and you can see you can link through camera. There's a tap thing here. There's a type ID, so you can even do your resort reservation. So this is not just tickets and passes. You can link several things, but it does come under that tickets and passes box. And it basically walks you through the process, so it's really, really easy. Okay, the next one is future plans. So if you click on that, if you have booked a Disney resort stay, it will show you here all about that resort stay. And if you click on view room details, it shows you your reservation. It shows you the dining locations within that resort, what guest services are available, if there's any recreation there. So you can see that the All Star Music just has the pool. Some do have like gyms, the shopping, and so forth. So everything there will be available to you if you have booked a Disney resort stay. So the next one is the Disney Magic Mobile Pass. So if you don't want to use a physical theme park ticket or a Magic Band, you can set up a pass through the app using this box right here. And you can enter theme parks, lightning lanes, use the photo pass for the Disney photographers, and charge food and merchandise using this pass. So it's really easy to set up, and basically you're just using your phone and the app instead of using a Magic Band or a physical ticket. Okay, if we go back. The next one is the virtual queue box. So virtual queues are offered on select attractions. So currently in Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind offers a virtual queue, and Tron, I'm just going to click into it, Tron Light Cycle Run in Magic Kingdom also offers a virtual queue. So these are basically a way that you can get a return time without paying for the individual lightning lane. So normally when this happens, a standby queue is not available. So you can either purchase an individual lightning lane, or you can try and hop on here and snag a virtual queue boarding pass. So all you would do is you would pre-select your party before 7 a.m. refresh at 7 a.m. to join the virtual queue prior to theme park entry. Or if you, usually they do a one that you can try and get at 7 a.m. and then there's another one that you can try to get at 1 p.m. So if you were unlucky and you didn't manage to get the 7 a.m. one, and some of them are really tricky to get. I know many people that when they did the virtual queue for Rise and the Resistance, there were a lot of people that couldn't get virtual queue boarding passes. We've been very fortunate in the past and we have them. You can, if you're in the park where the ride is located at 1 p.m, you can try again for a second time. There is actually, if you want more information about this, if you just click on the home tab and if you just scroll down, so you can see here you can join the virtual queue through that as well. I know we're talking about the menu tab here, but I just want to show you if you are wanting more information about how you join a virtual queue. There's a video right here that talks you through, like when you click on it, it talks you through the entire process on how you do it. So that might be handy for you to know. So let's just go back here to the menu tabs. We've just done virtual queues. So mobile food orders, again, I went through the third icon across the add tab. I went through mobile food orders in detail. So I'm not going to do it again here, but you would click on this right here in this box and create your new order. Okay, so photos. This area here is where you can view all your PhotoPass photos. You can also get help. So if you see here at the bottom, it says missing any photos, get Disney PhotoPass help. This is actually really, really useful. So we were there in October 2022 and I've ridden Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't know how many times, but it was the first time we'd ever ridden it with my 18-month-old daughter, and we really wanted those photos. And when you go on Pirates of the Caribbean, the photo is just before the little tiny drop, and the camera is in the skull and crossbone at the top, and it's an automatic download to the photo, so it kind of scans your Magic Band while you're on the ride and it automatically downloads. Well, that's what it's supposed to do, and I've never had an issue with it before, but this time those photos never uploaded. And I will say that you need to kind of give it at least 24 hours for some ride photos to upload. We waited a few days and we'd not received them, and I really wanted those of her. So we use this link here, and they ask you to, if you can remember roughly what time you were on the ride and what you were wearing, and people in your party, what they were wearing. And we did that and we managed to get those photos back. So if you are missing photos, do use that link because it's really, really helpful. Okay, let me just go back. So resort hotel, this is a little bit like the one that I showed you earlier about future plans, and it just basically shows you all the information about your hotel if you're staying in a Disney resort. Park hours and information. This is actually a really good tool, a useful tool. So you can see there all the park hours for all the theme parks. You can see it also for both water parks, the boardwalk, Disney Springs. All the park hours are there, but it also explains to you when early entry is. So if you are staying at a Disney resort hotel, you get early entry. If you are staying in a deluxe, it doesn't show it for today, but if I just move across, so there you go. Epcot, extended evening hours for guests of Disney Deluxe resorts and other select hotels. So they have the evening hours. So it shows you all of those hours, but it's really useful when you're kind of planning, especially if the Magic Kingdom has the special ticketed events. So you can see here the special ticketed event for Magic Kingdom on October 5th, which will be the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So the special ticket event starts at 7. So therefore Magic Kingdom, to all of the guests, closes at 6. What that also means is there'll be no happily ever after. So no fireworks that night because of the special ticketed event. They'll have their own. So if you are only, say, going there to see the fireworks that day, you will probably want to shift your days around so that you get to see those fireworks. So this is quite a useful tool. So if we go back, merchandise mobile checkout, I have explained this also in the ad tab video, so I'm not going to go into detail, but it's basically the app. So when you're in the Emporium, for example, you can use the app to scan the items, use the plastic bags for the mobile checkout, and you can check out using the app rather than queuing up and paying at the cash register. So the Play Disney Parks app, I'm not sure why, but when you click on this, you can't access it. But the Play Disney Parks app is another app you can download, and it's a way for you to pass time whilst waiting in the queues. So for example, the queue in Soarin' in Epcot has a quiz, which is quite good. Slinky Dog Dash has some fun Toy Story related games. So it's just a way to pass time while you're waiting in line for a ride. So Magic Bands and more. Here you can view all your Magic Bands. So if I click on me there, you can see all the Magic Bands that are linked to my account. So these are all my Magic Bands. You can also report a Magic Band as lost here in the bottom. You can also link a new Magic Band. So if you've never had a Magic Band before and you've arrived at Disney and you have your theme park ticket, but you really want to use the Magic Band rather than the physical card, most shops on the Disney property do sell Magic Bands. You can go in and have a look, pick the one that you want, and then you can use the app to scan it. If for any reason it's not working, go see a guest service or a cast member. They sort them out really quickly for you. But that's worth noting in there. So let me go back here. So Shop Disney, that just takes you directly to the website if you want to do some last minute shopping before your holiday, maybe get some towels or something Disney related to wear. Chat with us is basically a really useful tool. So any questions that you have, you can open this box here and just chat to a cast member. So when we were creating this book, I wanted to make sure that everything that we were writing in here was still valid and current. And I had quite a few photos of the Hollywood Studios cavalcades, but when I was looking to see if those were still running, I couldn't find any information whatsoever on Hollywood Studios cavalcades, and we were only there in October. So I don't know whether it's still there, but I basically asked, are there still cavalcades in Hollywood Studios? And they responded back to me straight away saying, at this time we do not have any cavalcades at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So that was good, so that I didn't need to add that in the book and give wrong information. But anything that you need to ask at all, that's a really useful tool to know about. So the transportation box here will give you everything that in the world of transport in Walt Disney World. So minivans, which is basically like an Uber service, parking, the bus service, the monorail, all of it is all in here for you to learn about and know what transport is available to you. Oops, sorry, I've just clicked off it, as you do. And now it's closed down. Can be temperamental sometimes. It's closed down again. Sorry about this. Okay, let's go back to the bottom. So my profile, basically, I'm not going to click on it because it's got all my private information in there, but it's through here that you can create your family and friends list. You can add like your credit card to file. You can put your phone number in, your email address, all of that kind of stuff in my profile there. Healthcare services, another really good tool actually. So if in the unfortunate event you find yourself ill while you're there, this tells you all about how you can get some care while you're out there. Accessibility, that's all about guest services again, what's available to you. Oh, goodness. Sorry, this has been a little bit of a pain today. Property rules tells you all about property rules while you're on Disney. Cast complement. Now, this is a really good one to have. So I can't stress this enough. Disney World cast members are some of the nicest, friendliest, hardworking people you will ever meet in your life. So if you have a particularly good one, please write them one of these down here. So it's just a way to compliment them and get them known for their outstanding service. They really do go above and beyond, and they work so hard. So if you have a really good one, just look at their name tag, get their name, remember where they were, and just send them a compliment. It's a really nice way to recognize what they're doing. So link account. This is just so that you can link tickets or passes, magic bands or cards, memory makers. You can even do resort reservations as well. So car locator, this is actually a really cool feature. I can't begin to tell you how many times we have got lost in Magic Kingdom car park because we are so excited to get into all that magic that we have not paid attention whether we are parked in Peter Pan or Hook. We don't know whether we're in the heroes or the villain side. And a little tip for you, Disneyland in California can actually fit inside of Magic Kingdom's car park, so it's huge. So this is a really cool tool where you can save your vehicle location. If for any reason the Wi-Fi is not working, you can actually manually enter it as well. So use this. Don't be like us and spend an hour at the end of your very exhausting day looking for your car practically on your knees. So use the car locator tool. And then there's just like a help box, and then privacy and legal, and then a way to sign out at the bottom. But this has a lot of cool features in this menu tab.